What's your thoughts on the movement and all the controversy behind it, or the made-up controversy behind the Passport Bros movement?
Yeah, it's a lot of controversy. So what I like the best, right, is you see the hypocrisy. So on one hand, you have a contingent of people saying, we don't want you anyway. We don't care. Okay, fine. But you're still talking about us a lot. Because, as I said over and over again, you, as a melanated man in America, you are the THOTT retirement plan. So they're seeing that retirement plan move. And then there's no competition. You can't compete with fine, feminine, fit women. You just can't compete with that. So that's a problem. So although you claim to have rejected us, and we reject you back, now what's the problem? So you see the hypocrisy? And the other part of hypocrisy is what I really love. This one right here, I really love, right? They say, we don't care that you're leaving, just stop talking about us. Well, who's talking about you? We're talking to each other, and everything in the world is relative. If you like a Lamborghini relative to a sedan, everything is relative. This is the type of car you want. This is the type of, so we think in categories, everything is relative. So of course we're gonna speak on the treatment here versus the treatment in the United States. We're gonna talk about that, right? So they say, stop talking about us. Why? You talked about us for 20, 30 years. You talked about us on mainstream media. Oprah Winfrey, Waiting to Exhale, Stella Got Our Groove Back. Now we getting our groove. We out here skating, baby. So don't mess with us. We getting on our two-step, baby. We skating out here, you did?
I see you.
Don't talk about us then. But we're gonna continue to talk about it. We're gonna continue to discuss it because the goal is this. It's not about the creature. The goal is to show you and to motivate you that there literally is a better place and that you don't have to always deal with the lows and woes that is the United States of America. So it's a very, very important movement, very, very important philosophy, because if anybody in the world needs this type of therapy, it's us brothers. What we've gone through and what we continue to go through, to be able to come somewhere and relax outside of Babylon, man, come on. That's reason enough right there, man. Come on, that's reason enough right there.
We get our brother Black Ram 313 in the building. What's going on with you? How's everything going with your brother?
You know it's therapeutic, man, and nothing is more therapeutic, man, than traveling out here in beautiful Pattaya, Thailand, man. A beautiful country, first world country, great place. Stayed at the base condo. It's a little large for me. I don't really like heights, but I adapted to it, man. But this is just a beautiful place to come to relax. What I like the most about this place is that it's safe. I don't have to have my head on a swivel as much. Of course you're going to be careful, but it's a peaceful country, beautiful. The humidity can kind of get you a lot. I'm not a hot weather person per se. I'm from Chicago. You know, we deal with a lot of snow. Not that I like the snow and cold now. Not that I like that. But it takes a lot to get used to the humidity. But this is a beautiful place. I recommend it for therapy. I recommend brothers come out here and travel, have some fun, let your proverbial hair down, do your thing. People all over the world do this. For some reason, you know, we be late to the party a lot of the times, right? But luckily the party ain't over, because usually when we come to the party is already over. We always the last to know and the last to do something. However now, we have an opportunity to come out here and do what the whole world has been doing for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. What other men around the world have been doing for a very long time that nobody really spoke about. But here's the thing. It's okay when everybody else is doing it, but when we do it, it's a little bit of an issue. But you know, we're gonna get past that and come out here and enjoy our lives just like everybody else. Is it a paradise? Close to it, close to it, but nowhere is a utopia. But listen, I'm encouraged by the brother BMT and others to come out here and do your thing, man. This is something that a man should do at least once in his lifetime. If you can't do it once, well, hey, you know, shout out to you. But hopefully you can do it twice, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. And some brothers are out here to even live, which is a beautiful thing, man. Listen,
Okay.
don't knock it till you try it. Come on out here and see what it is for yourself. We're leaving the matrix. We're flying out of here. We're traveling. We're trying to live our best lives. We're doing everything we can to be peaceful and live in places that are quiet, comfortable, secure, a little partying here and there, but we're doing our thing. Here's the thing. Because of social media, we are exposing how us as melanated men can live our best lives. So salute to all the brothers who are in the struggle to try to show and introduce other brothers to solutions now. We've talked about the problem. I've been on YouTube over 10 years now. Well, close to 10 years, I'm sorry. And we've talked about the problem ad nauseum. Now it's a new day. We are talking about the solution. And one of those solutions is getting your passport and traveling.
Good stuff, man. And last question, where do you see America in 10 years?
In 10 years, I think you will start to really feel the decline of America. Manufacturing, of course, has always been down in America as jobs continue to go overseas. A few months ago, Saudi Arabia decided that one of its main partners will be China and Russia instead of the United States. That's a big move. We're talking about the end of the petrodollar. So when the petrodollar officially ends, and they're making moves to do that now because people and places and countries are tired of the sanctions that America put on. They're tired of America trying to promote their ideologies and their agendas and their way of life on everybody else. They're tired of the bullying. So as more countries say, you know what, we are going to work within ourselves and leave the United States out of it. Once that petrodollar starts to go, and it's going, because they've already made moves. Saudi Arabia, again, announced partnerships with China and Russia. So once the petrodollar is out, well, guess what? America is out. So in the coming years, the United States will not be able to afford to put billions and billions and billions, almost trillions of dollars into its military, infrastructure, and other projects because America is collapsing from within and from without. So in 10 years, America will start to look more like, I don't want to say a third world country, but you won't have the standard of living that you once enjoyed. And you can understand that because people all around the United States are jumbling. They're scrambling, trying to find places to live that are cheaper and comfortable, more affordable. So it's a big scramble. People are trying to leave LA, people are trying to leave New York, people are trying to leave the Philadelphias and the Chicagos. But they realize there's nowhere to go. And then when they go to a place like Texas, then the price of living goes up. So it's like, where do you go? And people are realizing that, hey, maybe America is not the utopia that we've been programmed through propaganda to believe. So in 10 years, the United States will start to look more and more like an undeveloped country than development. If here in Pattaya, even when I was in Bangkok, I'm sorry people, I know it's gonna be hard to believe. I only saw a few homeless people. Go anywhere in New York, Chicago, LA, and look at the homeless population. Astronomical. I'm sorry people, America's not that great utopia that everybody thinks that it is. We see every day the decline. So where do I see America in 10 years? Declining 10 years and 10 times more so than it already is.
Okay, and what do you see relations in 10 years in America?
Unfortunately, there probably won't be any. They're predicting like around 2025, 2030, that most ladies will be single. And they're gonna applaud that, but then they're gonna feel the brunt of that because we're not made to be alone. We're not made to live alone. Woman was created for man. We're created to be couples. We're created to procreate. So only in the West do they look at relationships as something that you shouldn't have or something that's weak. It's a problem. But when you come to a country like this, relationships are celebrated. Places all throughout the world. So you have a country where they say that a relationship shouldn't be celebrated. I'm fine by myself. I don't need nobody else. And although that might be true, is that the best? Is that the design that the Most High created for us? Is to be all by ourselves? So we're gonna let the American-minded ladies have that. And hey, we salute you for that. But you're gonna see population decline. You're going to see an economic decline as a result of this. And the United States will be all about the feminine gender, which is fine. Because us who are masculine are getting the hell out. That's my synopsis. It's gonna get even worse. Think about how the dating scene has changed from the 90s and the early 2000s to now. It's gotten progressively worse. And if you really think about it, it has never gotten better. So I expect things to be even worse in 10 years, almost unbearable. And then you're gonna look back at us, the brothers with the passports, brothers like BMT, brothers like me, and you're gonna say, they told us, but you wasn't listening. So go find you a dating coach because you need one in America.
Facts. And what would you tell the young passport bros, the guys under 25, between like 18 and 25? What suggestion would you give them?
Oh yeah, I would suggest to them, stack your money, get more than one stream of income, work hard to make yourself financially secure, have a budget, have a savings, and realize that you're only limited by your own mind. The world is yours. A couple of years ago, I didn't think I could be in such a faraway place. Now, I've traveled before, but I've been here for a month. I didn't think that was possible. I won't say everything is possible. I'm a realist. But if you put your mind to it, I hate to sound cliche, but you can do it. If you're a young man with this knowledge, the sky is really the limit. You can set yourself up in a digital economy, set yourself up to work remotely, and you can have a really nice life living all around the world. I've met brothers who are from all over the place, and they love the freedom. And that's the key thing. It's not just about the ladies or even just the cost of living. It's about the freedom to be able to be where you want to be, when you want to be there. Let me tell you something, fellas. I've only experienced a little bit of that. I'm not completely financially free from my job just yet, but let me tell you, the sweetest thing to life, and it's equivalent. Now listen to what I'm saying. It's almost equivalent to being rich when you can go where you please, when you please. That's absolute freedom. So as a young man, your everyday life, work on that end goal of having that freedom in mind. And I'm telling you, you'll be a better person for it.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Black Run 313.
All right. Peace.
As you can see, I'm repping that BMT. No matter where I go, no matter where I be. Representing for my brother BMT.
Got my man Austin in the building. What up, bro?
What's good?
Travel is life.
This how we roll. Look, I just have to get off the elevator. Look at it. The BMT shirt on. You know, we representing all the way in Thailand, man.
This shirt is so dope, man. It shows up your guns, fits your muscles, gives you room at the bottom for the belly, and then you repping the BMT brand, man. So make sure y'all pick up that BMT shirt because it's fire. It looks good. We got them in different colors, and I'm telling y'all, man, the fit, it ain't that cheap bullshit. It's a real quality shirt, man. I love it, BMT. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for blessing me with the shirt, and I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, dude.
Go cop the new merch.